Yeah, what are you reacting to?
Bobby, your mom, she isn't well. I need you to understand that she can't take care of you.
What did social services say?
I've already told you, they're filing for an emergency protection order at family court.
And if the court agrees to this?
Then the social services could place Bobby in Wendy's care. Why are we going over this again?
And what did they say at the station about you being in possession of Class A drugs? Because you know that they'll put you away for this, Murph.
Well, hopefully it'll just be a fine.
And how are you going to pay for this?
One problem at a time, yeah?
Oh, this is not a good look, you know.
All right. Judge and jury sat up there?
Yeah, well, I don't need to be because you'll be in front of the real deal in 2 hours' time. Okay. Look, Murph, you need to calm down. You can't afford to fall apart. That's what Wendy wants.
She has been playing me this whole time and I've just realised it. This ends today.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to go to that court and I'm going to get my boy back.
So you know why I have to go to court today?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, you decided to live with me, and now the judge is going to make it permanent.
Why does the judge get to decide? She doesn't know anything about you or my mum.
That's true. But the judge does know what happened yesterday, and that you were upset and scared. And no child should ever be made to feel that way by a parent.
Oh, Mum didn't mean to.
Child should ever be made to feel that way by a parent.
Oh, Mum didn't mean to.
And yet she does this over and over again. You know, some women just aren't meant to be mothers. When you and Mercedes are together, bad things happen. So if the judge thinks it's a good idea for you and I to live together, then surely that would be best for everyone. Hey, I had an idea. When this is all over, how do you fancy a trip to Florida?
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. Deadly. I think we could all use a break, don't you? Oh, hey, Tom. Thanks for inviting him today. I really appreciate it.
Always.
Right. Well, I'll call you when we're done.
When do you take me to America?
Really?
Teresa says that Mercedes won't allow me back in the house. Apparently, having a drunk around gives off the wrong impression. The irony after what she did yesterday.
Did you really think any of that was going to work? No wonder Mercedes fell off the wagon. Right in time for the authorities to swoop in. Your sister is like a character from a Greek tragedy.
It was her idea.
It doesn't matter whose idea it was. The fact is, Mercedes felt so hopeless that she would resort to anything to get Bobby home. And you two, you're mocking and sneering a situation where a mother could lose a son. She made a mistake. But does that mean she deserves to have a boy ripped away from her? And Bobby, what the hell will that do to him? Your mum upped and left. And look what happened to you. And your mum tragically died. And look what happened to you. You're both grown men. He is just a child. Think about that.
What are you going to say when you get in there?
The truth. That this was all part of Wendy's plan to keep Bobby away from me.
They won't believe you.
Why? Because it sounds mad. She's mad. That whole side of the family is mad.
Yeah, well, you're the one that let her into our lives. You gave her a chance, Murph.
Thanks. I'm fully aware of that. Okay, but it's still time to turn things around. I'm telling you now, that woman is not taking my boy.
Oh, I think I probably am. There's not a court in the land that would think it's a good idea to let that boy go home with you.
That boy is my son, and I'm not letting this happen.
And how do you propose on stopping it? You're not even supposed to be here. Isn't it time you just gave up?
Absolutely not. Especially as she now has legal representation.
What? That's not allowed. She can't even be in the court.
She can with me. And the judge will have to grant leave to hear both sides of the argument. I'm not a fan of people who try and take children away from their mothers. So, should we go inside and make sure that doesn't happen?
Okay,
Are we ready to continue?
We are. I would like to suggest there is no need for the court to push through an emergency protection order. Yesterday, my client, believing Bobby to be under the supervision of Miss Blissett, made an error of judgment, one which he now bitterly regrets. Following the death of his stepfather, Bobby had been struggling. My client believed Miss Blissett's offer of help was to aid Bobby through his grief. What has since transpired is that Miss Blissett was working to undermine and sabotage Bobby's relationship with his mother because she wants full custody. Upset and confused, my client sought solace in the wrong place. But one error cannot and should not deflect us from the fact that Mercedes McQueen is a loyal and loving mother who wants nothing more than her son at home with her. It's in his best interest to be in her care, not in the care of a long-distance relative he barely knows. Please, Your Honour, we must question the sense of placing an emergency protection order on the boy with all the distress that will cause. Bobby needs to be with his mother. No other outcome makes sense.
Okay, let's get back to you, Miss Blissett. You wanted to talk about what you witnessed yesterday.
I think it's important that everyone understands the danger that Bobby was in and the anguish that he suffered at the hands of his mother. I thought it was a good idea for Bobby and Mercedes to spend some time together as they hadn't been getting along. When I dropped Bobby off, everything seemed fine. As far as I was aware, Mercedes was not under the influence. She was perfectly compass mentis. If I would have thought for a second that she would resort to taking drugs whilst looking after a child.
I didn't take anything when Bobby was there.
Mercedes, stop.
Heaven knows what he must have thought when she not only imbibed half of Columbia, but then got stuck into the wine as well. She is a woman who has no self-control. When I arrived to pick Bobby up, she was passed out on the sofa. She didn't hear me knock, ring the bell, or let myself in.
Get in that room now!
I called out to Bobby, and to my horror, I realized she had locked him in a bedroom. The poor child was distraught. He had no access to food, water, or toilet. When I finally let him out, he had had an accident.
Miss McQueen, did you lock your child in his room?
No. I mean, I don't remember. Like, there is no part of me that would understand why I'd do that.
I think I can answer that for you. Because you are an unfit mother. A cruel and selfish woman who puts her own needs in front of those of her child.
Okay, that's enough, thank you.
I'm still not sure about this, you know. I don't think we're allowed in there.
What if this is the last time I get to see her?
I don't know.
It's just that, even though she had a bad day yesterday, she's still my mum.
We really shouldn't be going in here.
Okay, well, we don't want to prolong this any more than we have to. Having taken everything into consideration, I believe it's in Bobby's best interest that I award the emergency protection order with the condition that he stays with Miss Blissett.
No.
Mercedes, sit down.
The emergency protection order will start from now and will be handed over to social services for review.
No, you can't do this. He's my son. Well, ask her what she wants with him, yeah? Ask her what the hell she wants with my 10-year-old boy. Because I'm telling you now, this woman is a sociopath. She doesn't have her own children, so she believes she can just take other people's.
Get your client in order, please, Mr. Nightingale.
How can you lot not see who she really is?
What I really am? What about you? A woman who does drugs in front of her son and then locks him away, and only hours before was prostituting herself just to make a quick buck.
Oh,
Stop.
Bobby.
No, Mercedes. Let him go. You'll only make things worse.
Bobby, please wait.
You need to stay away.
No, you can't believe a word that she says. I'm your mother. I would never do anything to hurt you.
Well, you did, didn't you? And not just yesterday.
It's complicated. Please, just let me explain.
Bobby, get in the car.
She's not the person that you think that she is.
Come on, quickly.
You have to believe me.
I don't believe you. You said this was to help me be brave. I don't need to be brave if I'm not with you. I never want to see you again.
No, you don't mean that. You don't mean that. No.
Essa é muito gostosa. Sonda, chegamos,